Welcome to Adventures with Captain Ray Kelly. This is primarily a drone show. We'll be sharing adventures from all over the world. We hope to have interesting guests every week, and we're glad that you tuned in tonight. We'll be flying different drones in different locations. We encourage viewer participation in the chat. If you have a question, don't be afraid to ask. Every week we'll have another interesting guest. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the show. We'll be sharing various adventures by our guests as well as myself. And thank you for joining us tonight. Hi, everybody. Welcome to Adventures with Captain Ray Kelly Live. It's Monday night, and I can't believe it's July 3rd already. Unbelievable, right? Tomorrow's July 4th, and while we're talking about that, happy 4th of July, everybody. Have a safe and wonderful day. If you're going to have a barbecue, don't eat too much, don't drink too much, and be careful if you got any fireworks. And just enjoy it. And I know some guys will be up there with their drones flying among the fireworks because that's what you always see. And it's great that the guys do that. But be careful, fly safe, and just have a good time. And as my theme says, let's get kids hooked on drones, not drugs. So if you get a chance, bring a child along when you go flying. But I tell you, I got a great show lined up tonight. Matt Bagwell, Atlantic Aerials. He's going to be the special guest. And everybody knows Matt. And he puts out a lot of good videos. He does a lot of flying down there in Virginia Beach. And I'm looking forward to having him on the show. And I tell you, we got a lot of people in the chat already. It's amazing. And I got to say thank you to all of you, because if you didn't watch the show wouldn't be successful. But it's funny because Captain Joe, he was number one, but he just stopped in to check in because he's got to go on a shoot for the paper apparently. So he's going to watch the replay, but I got to say thank you to Captain Joe for checking in and being number one. And Keith Russell, thank you. How you doing? Good to see you. You're now a moderator, just to let you know. And Joe, Jaybird Drone, always good to see you. And I know I saw Ken place it here. I think he's up in Illinois watching. So always good to see Ken. And hopefully when he gets back down to Florida, and I get back down there this winter, we'll be flying together, either down by me or I'll go up to St. Augustine and fly with Ken because I enjoy flying with him. But anyway, we got Paul Brown in the house. How you doing? And Paul, you had a great show last night. I love it when you have Benjamin on with you, and it's always good to see that. And it goes right along with my theme of getting kids involved with drones, and that's great. But you had a great show. You really did. The whole format of the show was great. And thank you for including my photo and the best of the rest. And congratulations to all those other people that were picked for the best of the rest. And Fish Soup was a great guest you had. So kudos to you, Paul. And I know Ashley helps you. So kudos to her too. So anyway, we got a celebrity in the chat. Johnny Dronefly is in the chat watching all the way from Louisiana. And it's always good to see Johnny. And while I'm talking about Johnny, we got a great show lined up on Wednesday night on the Fly for Fun show at 7 p.m. We have the Drone Nation crew. They're going to be on our show. And Ron Brown and Marcus Crawford and DeMarco Moore, they're always great guests. So be sure to tune in for that. But anyway, I know I saw John Olson right here from Long Island, and it's good to see John and Dennis Lovelady is watching tonight, and always good to see Dennis. And if I knew Dennis was gonna be watching, I would have had my ukulele here, and I would have did a did a few chords for him. But anyway, always good to see Dennis and Jack Lake Pilot. How you doing? Good to see you. And Angel Drone Guy 42. He's watching all the way in New Jersey. So I tell you, Waypoint New England, how you doing tonight? Good to see you. And Leonard JSK Enterprise, he's also watching from New Jersey. Good to see you, brother. And let's see, I'm going up the list. I don't want to forget anybody, but there's Lee, Yellow Rose Drones. How you doing, Lee? Hope your surgery's progressing well, and uh, was a success. And I know you'll be flying shortly. So get well soon, and God bless. But anyway, and we got Chris Waters watching tonight, Sunrise Water Media. He's watching all the way down in Texas. And we do got another celebrity in the chat, and that's DeMarco Moore. How you doing? Good to see you. He's one of the Drone Nation crew, and it's always good to see DeMarco. And let's see who else is in the chat here. I don't want to miss anybody. And I know it takes some time to do this, but I think it's important. So, and Stephen Drones, good to see you. And we got Barkley, 107 Drones in the chat watching. How you doing, Barkley? Good to see you. And I would love to call everybody a superstar, but I just do it to add a little flavor to the show. That's all. You know, you're all superstars in my book. So, but I tell you, I haven't been flying that much lately, but I did get out and fly. I went to one of my favorite spots here on Long Island, and that's down in Mount Sinai Harbor, and that's only like 15 minutes from my house here. And it's really a great place to fly. It's a nice harbor, a lot of boats on moorings there, and they got a couple of boat ramps, and there's great fishing and kayaking there. And I went down there and I flew. I sent the good old Mavic 3 up, and you know I have it right here 99% of the time. But I love the Mavic 3, and we got some shots. But I came across an interesting find while I was flying, and I'm just going to share a little bit of that right now, that video, and then we're going to get to a special guest, and I know you guys are going to enjoy Matt Bagwell. So just let me show a little of this, and I know some people probably saw it already because it's posted, and I I've been wanting to do a flight like this for quite a while now, and I'm going to be flying my Mavic
I've been
3
looking,
at Mount Sinai Harbor.
but I
And
just
wait till
couldn't.
you see what I found. And you know, you guys know that I do a narration usually when I'm
It's in this photo.
flying anyway.
Let's see if you can figure out what it is. Well, the old floating dock was still there, so I took off right from it. And I do a reverse droney, but Mount Sinai Harbor is a great place to fly drones.
I met John Olson there a couple of times, and we flew. He knows about that secret spot that I have.
Please hit the like button and subscribe to my channel now. And if you hit the little bell, you'll be notified of our newly released videos.
And don't forget to subscribe to each other's channel if you're not subscribed. But yeah, I was flying around and I was trying to keep a little suspense going in this video.
The surprising find was not that beautiful catamaran down there.
But that's the Long Island Sound on the right there, just to let you know. On the Mount Sinai Harbor is on the north shore of Long Island.
Boat at one of the boat ramps there, or one of the boats in the beautiful town of Brookhaven Marina.
I keep my kayak down at this marina.
It was really a beautiful day to fly drones. Perfect conditions.
I should have asked people, what do you think I found? I know some people watched it, but what do you think I found? Put it in the chat if you think you know and you haven't seen it already. But the whole area is a great place to fly. Yes, it is, Joe. Hey, Michael Blade, how you doing? Good to see you.
Mount Sinai Harbor is beautiful. There's great boating, fishing, and kayaking there.
And just to let you know, it's coming up. The, the surprise find is coming up very shortly. So I'm trying to keep the suspense going. Yeah. Starship Enterprise. No, Dennis, it wasn't Starship Enterprise. But it was something that flies.
Please let me know in the comments if you think you know what I spotted.
Hey, Dominic, how you doing? Northside Hawk?
Let's take a closer look.
And you know the zoom. You know I love the zoom. Surprised nobody knows. Nope, I didn't find Jimmy Hops. Sea turtle close. No. I found sea turtles there though. There it is, right there. An osprey nest. Yep, with a baby in it.
I've been wanting to fly an osprey nest for a long time now. But if you look closely, you can see the baby right there by the mama.
Yeah, that was good. So that was the surprising find, and I enjoyed
Of
filming
course,
it.
I took a few photos.
I didn't get that close to it because I didn't want to, get it nervous and alarm it, harass it, as some people would say. Because you know how the Karens are. They'd be complaining and turning me
Check
in
on the
for
baby.
harassing the
But I would
osprey.
predict that in late August, it'll be flying off.
But anyway, that's it right there. But anyway, guys, um, thank you for watching it. And I know it can be a little boring showing some of the videos, but um, I don't want to leave Matt in the back room too long now. I think he's full of shrimp and lobster. So I want you all to give a warm welcome to Matt Bagwell, Atlantic Aerials, and he's coming to us all the way from Virginia. Hey, Matt, welcome.
Hey guys, thanks for having me, Captain.
Good to see you, And
And
I tell you, you were supposed to be on about 5 weeks ago, and your wife ended up becoming ill. I hope she's doing better.
she's doing a little bit better. Yeah, thanks for asking. She's still got
Okay.
a couple things she's going through, but that's how it goes.
Well, we've been praying. I know I've been praying, and God bless her, and hope she gets well, completely soon.
I really appreciate that.
So listen, Matt, you haven't been on the show in a while, and you're always a great guest. And some people know your story, but we have a lot of new people. I know you're a Part 107, but
Yes.
before we talk about your Part 107, just briefly tell a couple of the new people how you became involved with drones.
I'm pretty sure it's a story just like everybody else's. I started out with a toy drone. About 2 months of that, and I knew I needed something better and bigger. And 6 months after that, I went and got my 107. And 6 months after that, I bought two more new drones. And it just, I told a friend of ours the other day, it's an addiction that's just insane. Once you get into that rabbit hole, you're gone.
Yeah, but you got your Part 107 very quickly after 6 months. I mean, that's good.
Just knew that's what I wanted to do. Plus, I live in an area that's highly restricted military base wise. So I knew I would need the waivers that I could get through the 107 to be able to fly in a lot of these areas.
Right, right. Now, do you do a lot of commercial jobs with it?
I've done about a dozen. Most everybody knows primarily I'm a UPS driver. I'm a full-time UPS driver, Monday from 7:30 in the morning till 7:30 Friday night. There's not a whole lot of time for anything else.
Well, I know everybody, anytime I see a UPS driver, I think of you, to be honest
That-
with you. And when my guy brings me my packages, uh, I always think of you. And I know you must be so happy that your union has settled with the Teamsters. You were
oh,
about
it
to
was
strike and bring commerce to a halt.
last week or so has definitely been a nail biter as far as all of that goes. It didn't look like in the beginning that the company was going to want to budge any, and they were offering what they wanted to call a cost neutral contract with minimal raises and just a lot of things that people don't understand as far as job classifications and people doing the same work I'm doing and getting paid way less. So the last couple of days, that was eliminated. The two-tier pay system was eliminated, and I
Oh,
think now they're working towards what they can bring up the part-timers' pay
okay.
and some fine details with as far as like our health and welfare, what goes into our retirement and our health insurance.
Right, right. Yeah. Well, I know I get to know my drivers. We have one main driver for our area now, and I really knew the old driver very well, but he retired. He's since retired. But one thing that I do, and I hope a lot of other people do it, is when you see the UPS guy and he comes up and it's the hot summer, give him a bottle of water. I know they appreciate it.
No, we definitely do. And I tell you, the last few years, more and more people have started to do that. I come across, my customers that they've all got a little box set up out on the bench or, by the front door with, snacks and drinks and Gatorade, things like that in it. And
Nice.
I've even got a couple people that in the summer, they put it in the cooler and throw some ice blocks in it. So everything stays cold for us, and they do it not just for the UPS guys, for the FedEx guys, the Postal Service, the Amazon,
Yeah.
but it's such a small thing that is just hugely appreciated. Just the fact that someone stopped to even think to do that.
Yeah. Yeah, there's a lot of good people in the world.
There
And
really
we do
are.
appreciate you. We really do, Matt.
Thank you.
Let's get back to drones. You also became the administrator of the Virginia Beach drone flyers group, right?
Yes, I was asked to join
Right.
it with a guy that had moved here from Kentucky, Chuck Fisher, and due to some medical issues he had, he wasn't able to get the treatment here. So he went back to Kentucky to the VA there. He was having some issues with hearing, and luckily they were able to help him, and he's made a lot of progress. So it kind of got dumped into my lap, and it's been interesting. It's not easy to keep up with, especially with the job that I have, but there's a lot of great guys like you and numerous others that kind of help stay on top of the page, fortunately.
Well, I tell you, it's a great group. There's no doubt about it. And you're getting more and more members every week now.
I've noticed that. So I'd
And
like to
it's
see a little more content, but
it's growing.
hopefully
It is.
that'll get there. So at least it's gotten the exposure.
You know what happens, and I know I felt this way in the beginning when I first started getting involved with drones and flying. I felt very self conscious about posting my videos anywhere. And then after a while, you not that I guess you gain the confidence. Not that my videos are great by any means, but you get the confidence to start posting them, and
Well,
it's
I
nice to
think
see the different styles of
I
video.
think you get into a groove of what suits you and what fits you. And I know for me, I had to learn a little bit of, especially if you're trying to capture an audience, you're trying to capture subscribers or views, it has to be something that fits the people that follow you as well as it being your own style. And that's a fine line to walk sometimes.
Yeah, yeah. No, I know. But I enjoy watching the different videos and the photos. that are posted, and I learn. I learn from
I do
watching the
too.
other people's videos, and I say, "Oh, that's cool. That's a great shot." I'm not the biggest editor. Now, on your videos, what do you use to edit your videos?
I have been using Filmora. I think it's Filmora 11, and it's got most of your basic color, contrast, highlight, editing in there. It's got some presets that I'm not a huge fan of some of those with videos because they don't always transfer over as well as they do on the photos. And just recently, I purchased Adobe Lightroom, and
Okay.
wow, that's just it's for photos. It's a huge step for me. I feel like so.
Well, I use the basic iMovie. Nothing
Right.
fancy. I just and it's easy for me, and it's amazing though because if you do a lot of flying, you do a lot of filming, and you take a lot of photographs. And you end up forgetting about them. You find that happens to you, or is it just me with my age?
Sometimes, yeah. Like the other day, I flew for right around 2 hours, and I knew there were some specific shots that I wanted, but then there were some other just random photos I took because I've been trying really here lately to focus on some photography, to step up my game a little bit with that and what I can teach myself, what I can learn from others. And yeah, I'll go to the shots that I knew I took for a specific, had planned to take. And then I start going through the SD card or my external hard drive and go, oh, wow, I forgot I took those. And then there they are. And you're like, oh, let me play around with these now.
I know, I know. I was so not that I was embarrassed, but I ended up obviously, I go to Florida for the winter,
Mhm.
and I flew with Al and TJ down there way back in January, and I completely had forgotten that we had filmed a cargo train, and I ended up posting it like 2 weeks ago, and it was like I say, forgotten, and but I did finally get it posted, and that was good. But listen, while we're talking about your videos, I have one of them queued up. So why don't we take a break and just show it, and you can
And
narrate over it, and it says wind turbine on the beach. I guess you know that one, right?
I'm
Let's
sure I do. I don't know.
In Lewes, Delaware. Let's see.
Oh, okay. Oh, the windmill.
Oh yeah, windmill. Yeah.
Yeah, I was up at the ferry in Lewes, Delaware to pick my wife up a couple weeks ago from a trip. And it was one of those things I happened to be flying and realized when I got home and edited the video that there was a windmill out there or wind turbine.
Yeah. That's cool.
So I just pieced some clips together from one of the videos I had, or several of the videos I had, because you see how hazy it was. And looking in the distance, I didn't see it with my own eyes.
That's something I always wanted to fly myself. One of those wind turbines,
Yeah,
and
it was
I
a
think it
little
would
too
be
far it was a little too far away to fly all the way to it. So there was some zoom in there and it looks okay, but it was different.
yeah. Johnny, I think it sent me a photo of Captain Joe in a UPS truck, just to let you know. But Johnny, I don't know how to share photos on the computer, so I'm just gonna like show it. Let's see if it'll show up a little bit. But there's Captain Joe.
Oh, good grief.
That is
That's
something,
when he
huh?
was in Italy.
Italy.
That's really cool.
Very good. Thanks, Johnny. Yeah, he'll appreciate that. And just to let everybody know, I'm going to show a little video of Captain Joe's a little later. Also, he's a busy drone pilot. I tell you, he's always flying. Captain Joe
Yeah, he
America.
is. Him and Johnny both.
I know. It was good to see them hook up because they only live like 20 minutes away from each other, and then they finally met each other, started flying, and it's good to see that.
That's
Now,
nice.
now I know you've had some meetups with Rodney and Brad.
Yeah, I wasn't able to get together with them the last time. They all ended up there, up in Richmond area. So I'm hoping in the fall they'll either be able to come back down here or I can go back up there.
Yeah. Well, while we're talking about meetups, I just got to tell everybody and about the fourth annual South Florida Drone Meetup. We're going to have it on April 6th, 2024 at the Jensen Beach Causeway Park in Jensen Beach, Florida. And I'm hoping you can make this one, Matt. I hope you can because you'll love it.
I'm just not even saying anything about it.
But anyway, it's a great time. Last year we had over 125 pilots. We had 2 international drone pilots from Canada. Gary Foster and Jim Beauchart came down and joined us. And I tell you, it's just a great time. And I'm not just saying it because I helped run it. It's just a fun time of us all getting to know each other and fly together. I mean, you feel like you know the people on these live streams.
Right.
When you meet them in person, it's that much better, believe me. But anyway, there it is, April 6th, 2024. But we have the meet and greet on Friday night. Then we have a second day of flying on Sunday. And then we finish it off with a half-day fishing trip on Monday. And we encourage adults to bring children. And I have great news because this year we have 2 new pilots coming from the UK. Steve Gardner and Terry Hawes are coming all the way from the UK. So I'm looking forward to meeting them. Drone Seekers International for those
Oh, wow.
that are
That's
not
going to be awesome.
names. Yeah. So it's going to be another great event, no doubt about it. I already started praying for good weather. So now, Matt, where do you do most of your flying?
Well, it's easy at work to be able to take my drone with me, and we get an hour for lunch every day. So it's fairly easy on, decent days, not so much Wednesdays or Thursdays because they're our busiest days, to just save 30, 40 minutes of my lunch till the end of the day, park the truck, pop the drone out, throw it up for 30 minutes, pop it back in the case, drive on back to the UPS building and go home.
Nice. That's good. You
I
carry
feel
the drone
lucky.
with you while you're at work,
Yeah,
right?
I'll take it with me a couple days a week.
Yep.
I feel lucky. I mean, I live in an area like you up near Long Island and even in Florida where there's water everywhere. And I love the water. I always have. We've got the Chesapeake Bay, the inlets, the ocean, several rivers,
Yeah,
the intercoastal.
You do a lot of flying by the intercoastal, right?
Yeah, definitely.
I know. I love it. I love your videos, to be honest with you. I really
Thanks,
do.
Captain. I really appreciate that.
Yeah. But I'm trying to keep up with the chat, and I'm not going by the little tip by looking at the last comments. I'm trying to scroll through, and believe me, it's hard to do. And if you see any questions for yourself, Matt, let me know because
Okay.
if anybody has any questions, feel free to ask, and we'll try to get them answered.
I've been trying to keep up with the chat.
And a lot of times I miss them. And I really tend to miss the answers for the contest. And I have to say, I blew it again last week. I missed who ended up winning it. I called out the wrong name at the end. And it was actually Joe Jaybird. He ended up putting in the lucky number first. So it's funny because it's hard to keep up with it. It really is. But anyway, guys, and we'll do that a little later. We'll pick out May's monthly contest winner, and then we'll do the contest. So, Matt, tell us about your fleet of drones.
At this point, I only have 2 drones. I have the Nano Plus and the Light Plus from Altel.
Yeah, you're Autos. You like Auto.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, and part of that, I know people have opinions either way, but back to what I said about getting my 107 and flying in restricted, we're talking DoD facility airspace. I had a friend that let me use his Mavic Pro Platinum, and trying to get DJI to unlock with your waivers to fly in those types of airspaces is really, really difficult. And the couple times that we tried, we did chat with DJI, and for whatever reason, they just wouldn't unlock those areas because the waivers that I've been granted are considered wide area.
Okay.
So it covers a huge swath. Then some of that is 0 grid, some of it's 50-foot grid, some of it's 100, some of it's 200 because it's around a naval air station. So it's just like a regular airport. It goes in increments. So for them to be able to unlock it completely, they wouldn't do it.
Right. I know. It's tough. It's tough when you're in a restricted area like that. It is. No doubt about it. And I know Angel's got the Nano Plus and he loves it, you know. And we got another celebrity, just to let you know. Maddie, Drone World is in the chat. How you doing, Maddie? Good to see you. Yeah. And
My brother from another mother.
I tell you, you don't do any FPV flying then, huh, Matt?
I've played around with it with people that have them, but I was tempted to go get the Avata, and then DJI started pumping out these new drones. Altel started pumping out new enterprise type drones, and I kind of thought that if I really want to make a full career out of this, that my money would be better spent on putting it towards another step up in drones, or probably this year, probably laptop as well.
Yeah. Well, again, I know I would love to go out and buy an Avata. Everybody looks like they're having so much fun with the Avata, but I don't know if myself. I don't know if FPV is really good for me. I know everybody says like anything else, it's practice. Practice. But the Avata really intrigues me, and I'm watching.
Me too.
I know I'm watching Johnny. He got it recently, and Ron Brown has it, I think, and Marcus has it now. I tell you, and it's not like you got to keep up with them. Don't misunderstand with me. But again, it's a challenge, and I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what happens. I'm having so much fun flying my GPS drones. I really enjoy flying them.
I feel the same way. I mean, if somebody gave me one, I'd be thrilled and I'd fly it every chance I got. But I just decided I wasn't something I had to have or needed.
Right. How you doing, Lisa? Good to see you. And Marcel, how you doing? We got Michael Wright in the chat. How you doing, Michael? Texas Arch Drone Guy. Good to see you. Yeah. So, Matt, I saw we went by your post a little earlier. You're thinking of having a meetup with a few people in September?
Yeah, since that group formed, I mean, I had a couple of people that I knew already that actually 2 of them got into drones because of me. We were friends. One of them's in the fire department. And then come to find out 3 months after he bought a drone, he was offered a position in the fire department to fly drones.
Oh,
they
wow,
ran him
really?
through the NIST program. They've bought new equipment for them, and he's one of just a handful of people, and they're actually tied in with the police department here as well. So they do Overwatch as well as using it for, fire related.
Okay.
And then another guy that same thing, I know him, he lives on my route, but we were friends on Instagram, and he did a lot of early morning sunrise photography and videos, and he saw all the work I was doing with my drones and bought a Mini 3 Pro, and boom, gone out the gate like you wouldn't believe with it.
Yeah.
So,
well, the Mini 3 Pro, I just happen to have it right here. And I got to say, this is such a cute little drone, and I remember my Mavic Mini when I got that, and I enjoyed flying that. And like anything else, I ended up selling it, and then I regretted that I sold the Mini. But everybody was telling me how great this Mini 3 Pro is, and I says I'm gonna go for it. I'm gonna get it, but I don't fly it as much as I should. I really don't, you know. So, but it's still a great drone, no doubt about it. And I know you're an Ortho
Truthfully,
guy, but I'm a DJI.
I I don't think I've had the Nano Plus out in 2 months.
Okay, you don't
I
fly it that
mean,
much.
I like that 1 inch sensor on the Light Plus. It's an amazing camera to me, I think.
Yeah, Angel, you're right. You're absolutely right. I gotta start flying it more. Hey, Michael Belchi, good to see you. How you doing? Good to see you. Yeah, and I know that I'm trying to keep up with the chat, so I gotta. I have another one of your videos queued up, and I know you've been doing a lot of construction project videos, so I have
Yeah, I'm
them.
trying to get my name out there because that's something that I would really love to do. I'd really like to be in the construction industry with
Okay.
progression, timetable over 6, 8 month, 1 year projects.
Mm-hmm.
So, and I know a couple of the people that are running these projects, I guess the overall company, and they're actually partners with Pharrell building this. It's going to be a surf park, entertainment, retail, business extravaganza.
Okay, looks like quite the project.
Yeah, it's going to be massive. It's a 3 to 5 year project.
Oh, it's going to take that long?
I think the surf park is scheduled to open in late 2025. So,
Well, I know
but
they
yeah,
got a construction project down in Florida, and I want to go start filming that when I go down there.
I've had some feedback from the architect and a couple messages from the builders. I know the main general contractor, they have their own either on staff or contracted drone pilot because I've seen other job sites
Oh, is that right?
that they've done where they've done aerial photography of it.
Mm-hmm. That's a big
But,
project, though.
Yeah, it's pretty massive.
Now, what drone are you flying here? I can't read it.
That's the Light Plus.
Okay. Well, the camera is incredible on that, right?
That's what I think.
Yeah. Very nice. I'm partial to water flights myself, but I did want to show this construction video you did. I think it's
I
cool.
appreciate it. And I think for me, stepping up to an enterprise drone with a smart controller will give me better mission capabilities because the Light Plus, as of yet, doesn't work with their smart controller. And to be precise, I would need something that has waypoint missions that can be set up and saved.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Well, again, Johnny Drone Fly let me fly his Ortel Light down in Florida, and I have to say I was very impressed with it. I only flew it for a few minutes, but it handled as good as a DJI drone, I thought.
I've
I thought it
heard
was
people.
just like the Air 2S, to be honest with you.
I've heard the horror stories of some of the original Evos and even the original Evo 2 about flying like a brick and whatever they did to change their software with this drone. People that have flown both have said the same thing. This just flies just as well as most of the DJI drones.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, again, I really thought Ortel was going to give DJI a run for their money. I did. But it's hard to compete. It's hard to compete with DJI.
It really is. And from the looks of it now, I've seen no rumors of anything for the prosumer market. Everything they're producing and putting out is all enterprise. So
Okay.
we shall see.
Yeah, right. So I see Lisa's thinking of going to catch some fireworks. You gonna film them with the drone, Lisa? Yeah. Hey, we got Alan, Drone Views Media in the house. How you doing? And he's gonna do some construction projects over there, apparently. Very good, Alan. Always good to see you. Thanks for popping in. And East Coast Thrills, how you doing? East Coast Thrills, I hate to say it, but I miscalled it last week on the lucky number. Jay Bird ended up getting it way before you did. But anyway, thanks for participating. And I always review the chat just to let you know. When I do the contest, I review it to make sure I got it right, and I didn't get it right, so I had to make the change. But anyway, so if anybody has any questions for Matt, don't be afraid to ask them. And if not, I'd like to show some of the viewer videos too. And I know Captain Joe, he's not watching live tonight, but he's going to watch the replay. And Captain Joe's a big supporter of this channel and the Fly for Fun show, and we really appreciate that. So I'm going to take a few minutes to show one of his videos right now, Matt, all right?
He's definitely someone that picked up a drone and from day one knew what he was doing.
Yeah, no doubt about it. But this is called Cabins at Fontainebleau State Park, and it looks like a cool place to fly. So, Captain Joe, here he goes. And he's got the Mavic 3, and he loves it. And he's not afraid to go out there with that Mavic 3 neither. He's always sort of not making fun of me, but teasing me. Get that Mavic 3 out there. Because I have a tendency to use the zoom. But look at these cabins. Apparently, I guess you can rent them at the state park there. But what a cool place.
That is really neat.
I don't think people would live there in a state park. But I don't know. Maybe Johnny knows, but yeah. And he's a great drone pilot, Captain Joe. He really is.
That's what I say. He picked up that remote and seemed like he'd been doing it his whole life.
Yeah, I know. Well, he's a professional photographer, by trade. He's been doing that over 40 years. So this is just another tool in his tool belt or box, however you want to word it. But he is great. He's a great drone pilot. And I like the way he does his editing, too.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that, John. People live in our state parks? No, I didn't know that. Good to know. I didn't know that, John. Yeah, Angel's another one who likes sending them. But yeah, he really does some great flying down there in Louisiana. And you know how, not that you get jealous or envious, but that really is a cool place to fly down there. But anyway,
I think for them,
very good, Captain Joe.
I think for him and Johnny, it's like where I live. I mean, there's just water everywhere. So the colors, the differentials in what you can see, whether it's lakes, rivers, the Gulf. You know, it's definitely a wide variety of water for sure.
Exactly. A lot of water down there. That Lake Pontchartrain is like the ocean, to tell you the truth.
Yeah.
It really is. So, yeah, thanks, Joe. Appreciate that. Yep. And while I'm talking about this, remember everybody, subscribe to Matt Bagwell, Atlantic Aerials. Subscribe to his channel if you're not a subscriber already. And that's what these drone live streams are all about. Helping each other out, sharing your knowledge, and subscribe. We do appreciate it. And I know we have a couple of other. Monday night's a busy night on for drone shows. We got Duranafly. He's coming on at 7 p.m. Just to let you know, Duran and Robbie Gray and Brad. They always put on a good show, but they come right on at 7 p.m. You got the Grumpy Vlogger, Lloyd at 8, and then you got Drone Nation at 9 p.m. on Monday night. So be sure
But
to watch.
you know who else is doing a Monday night? Pilot Institute. They do it one week, they do a question and answer for drones, and then the next week they do question and answer for airplanes, and they do it at 7 on Mondays, but it's every other Monday.
Oh, every other Monday. Okay.
Yeah,
Well, that's
so I
good to
think
know.
tonight
All right.
they're doing their drone Q&A.
Oh, cool. And Pilot Institute, is a big supporter of the South Florida Drone Meetup, just to let everybody know. And I don't have one handy. Well, yes, I do. I got one handy right here. They supply the lanyards, for our meetup, just to let you know. And the past 2 years, they gave us 125 of them to give out. So hopefully they're going to do the same. And we appreciate that. And then Greg, uh, he surprised us this year. He ended up giving us 10 gift cards for the Pilot Institute course that we gave out also. And that
Oh,
was a
wow.
big surprise. And I got to say thank you. Thank you very much to Greg from Pilot Institute.
They are definitely a great group of guys he's got working with him. The more and more I interact with him, because I've had some interactions, outside of, YouTube or Facebook. And I mean, just incredible people.
Yeah, no. I know he's got Ken Dono working for him now, and Billy,
Kyle,
Vic. Everybody, you say Billy, and everybody knows who we're talking about. But Billy, Kyle, Vic Moss, yeah. And I've been taking the Pilot Institute course myself, but I'm in no rush. As much as I hate to say, I love being retired. I don't want to go back to work. I should just get it to get. But hopefully,
well, and see that too for me.
Hopefully, I'll have it by the next South Florida Drone Meetup. But I said that last year.
See, I knew if I got it now, when I decide to retire, possibly in the next 3 years, then I'll be all set. Hopefully, we'll have built a reputation and maybe a clientele, and then flying a drone is not work to me, even when you're being paid for it. So,
right. Lisa won one of the gift cards. She has to activate it.
oh, did she? Alex is in the chat too now.
Hey, Alex, how you doing? Good to see you. One of the drone celebrities, Alex Escardo, AME Aerials. Always good to see Alex. And I got to say, talking about Alex, he did a phenomenal editing presentation at the South Florida Drone Meetup last year. I know I learned a lot, and I know a lot of other people learned a lot. So thank you also, Alex, for doing that. So, yeah, I should study with Angel. Angel's taking a course also. So, and I guess that helps if you have a buddy to study with, So, hey, we got B-Rad in the house. How you doing, Brad? Good to see you. Yep. And while I was talking about the lanyards, Brad makes the, and I have them over here somewhere. I don't know where they went, but he makes the ID holders for the lanyards, and he also makes the coasters, Brad, that he gives out, and that's such a big thing. And I got to say thank you to Brad, really, Brad. You don't know how much I get so many compliments about it. So hopefully I'll do it again for 2024. So
So what are you expecting? 200 people next year?
no, because well, I mean, I got the list in front of me, and we're up to, and I can't get it too close because the last couple of names, you know, the one person wants to remain anonymous, and I don't want to, I don't want to show his name. But we got 63 signed up right now. Well, actually 64 because Barkley wanted number 107. So he's number 107. But I think we're going to end up beating last year's record of 125. So we'll see. But even if we get 50, it's still a great time, believe me. So, and so do you have any plans to fly tomorrow on the 4th of July? You going to
No,
fly
not
any
right.
fireworks or anything like that?
I mean, the drone's sitting here right behind the laptop with the camera propped on it, so it's staged, charged, and it's ready. So, it'll just depend. They are happening in 6 different places within 15 miles of me. So
Right.
we'll have to see what's going on with the family. So I'd
Yeah.
like to, but if I
I know it.
don't,
I know it looks
it's not
cool.
like
When
they
it
do it
drops,
at the AAA ballpark here. They do it 2 or 3 times a month at the ballpark. So even if I don't get out for 4th of July, there'll be several other nights through the summer where we'll have fireworks here.
yeah, I know it's so cool. It's so cool when you see a drone up, and it's almost like they're in the fireworks, but most of the time they're not. It's just
No,
that it gives that appearance that the fireworks are going right by the drone. But I know one thing: I'd be uh, terrified doing it, flying close to fireworks. Just that's the way I am. I'm very cautious. I don't like to take chances.
well, see now if you went and bought that new Mavic 3 Pro with that middle zoom lens, you could be close, but not too close.
Right, right. I know. Yeah. Uh, but it would be cool. And I know Ken Herron had put up a video. He was filming some fireworks, and his drone ended up going down. So, um, but his local fire department helped him get it. So that was good to see. Yeah, you okay? You all right?
Yeah.
Yeah, thinking about that. I got a bottle of water here, and I haven't even taken a drink of it, and I'm dying of thirst.
Yeah, I don't know what.
But anyway, listen, guys. Um, I don't want to forget to do the contest for the monthly giveaway. And Matt, you're eligible too now. So you don't know what the lucky number is. So put in the lucky number for the monthly
From what to what?
giveaway. 1 to 50. Usually that does it. And I I usually miss it. So hopefully I won't miss it. Um, and I got to try to keep an eye out on it. But I do see it. Wow, somebody got it real quick. It's amazing, really. Now, I didn't think people would get it this quick. But anyway, um, John K, you got the lucky number. It was number 50. So your name will go in for the drawing at the end of the month. So congratulations. All right, John K. Very good. And I've yet to have the guest actually win.
Oh,
The guest,
really?
and I never tell the guest what the lucky number is, but none of the guests have actually won this little contest for the $10 Amazon gift card. But I tell you, the time just flies by. It does. And we've been saying this all along. An hour goes by like that. It does.
No, you really don't even realize that once you get into a conversation and you show a couple of videos, you talk to the people in the chat.
And I know people always love to win something. That's something that Johnny and I started to do on the Fly for Fun show, to do a little giveaway. It doesn't have to be nothing big. I mean, for many months we were giving away hats and shirts, and then I just decided that maybe a $10 Amazon gift card would be a better way to go. Plus, you save on postage and handling.
Just
But
email
anyway,
them the link.
exactly. But anyway, I'm going to do the drawing now for the month of May's winner. The names are in the hat, and I won't look. I'll just reach in and bring it out, and you know, the suspense gets everybody all excited. And I gotta say, it's Joe Jaybird Drone. He won the $10 Amazon gift card. So congratulations, Joe. I'll send you it tomorrow, or maybe later today. I'll get it done. But congratulations. So, hey, JB Race Cars, how you doing? Thank you for popping in. Good to see you. Um, I'll make you a moderator as soon as I get off the live stream. And
Hit
I
Alex
I
too.
know I missed a lot of other people that came in, so I apologize for missing your name. John K. Very good, yeah. And Charles, there's Charles Goluski. How you doing, Greg Pittman? I miss so many people. It's hard to keep up with the chat, so I apologize, guys. But anyway, Matt, the hour has flown by. You were a great guest. Thank you for being on. It's a holiday weekend. I almost even canceled this weekend. It was a holiday weekend, but I want to say thank you for being on. You take
No, I really appreciate
from
you.
your family time, and it means a lot to me. And I
No,
know
it
that
means a lot to me too. I really appreciate having you as a friend.
So now it's time for you to say your goodbyes and anything you would like to promote. Maybe the Virginia Beach drone flying group.
Yeah, if you guys would like to join our group, we'd be more than happy to have you. It's Virginia Beach Drone Group. You can message me. I can send you a link if you can't find it. We just hope that everyone has a happy and safe 4th of July. Fly your drones every chance you get. Fly safe and enjoy. Thank you guys for having me and for everyone that's here tonight.
And if you're not subscribed to Matt Bagwell, please subscribe to him. Matt Bagwell, Atlantic Aerials. He's got a great channel. He does a lot of flying down there in Virginia. I know you'll enjoy his videos. And it's a pleasure for me to know you, Matt. Really, I've known you for almost 3 years now.
Yeah.
Time flies when you're having
Yes,
fun.
it does.
Oh, thank you, Dennis. I appreciate that. But listen, guys, enjoy the rest of your weekend. Thank you for taking the time out to watch the show tonight. Matt and I really appreciate it. Just get out there, fly for fun, but most importantly, fly safely. And we'll see you again next week. Have a good weekend, everybody. Happy 4th of
Take care.
July.
Happy 4th.